Welcome back, my fellow Spartans, to the Triple S Variety channel. I'm your host, Triple S, and in this video, I will be breaking down the January 28th, 2024 Fighters 1 trailer for the second season of the Halo TV show. Now let's begin. Point number 1, James Akerson in this trailer actually saying how he believes in the Spartan 2s is still so wild to me, considering how he described them in such a negative way when pitching his idea for a Spartan 3 program to Parangosky and others in the novel Ghosts of Onyx. Of course, he could just be blowing smoke up the Spartan 2s' asses to get them to cooperate. I mean, we've seen in previous trailers Kai ends up working with Akerson and his Spartan 3s in some capacity. Point number 2, I still feel pretty strongly that this elite we see Chief going hand to hand with in the Green Fog is the Arbiter that has been confirmed to appear in this season. The various shots of his armor we've seen so far really scream Arbiter to me, not just in the silver colour, but how it looks more ornate than other elite armor we've seen so far. I can understand though why people think the elite shown in the We Need Master Chief trailer might be the Arbiter, as it is the cleanest, clearest shot of an elite we've gotten so far, and the larger right shoulder pad is very reminiscent of the Arbiter's larger right shoulder pad in the blue timeline. I guess we'll just have to wait and see if I'm right or wrong and which of these elites is the Arbiter, or if it's a completely different elite altogether. Point number 3, also speaking of this elite, I have zero idea why he decides to just throw away his sword here. Could it be an honor thing? Master Chief doesn't have a weapon, so the elite throws his away to make it more of a fair fight. Point number 4, also speaking of the Arbiter, something I realised only after releasing my video on it, in the article by Jack Shepard from the February 2024 issue of SFX magazine, Kiki Wolfgill, again, what an awesome name, explains the reason they're introducing the Arbiter into the show is because it's important for us to have a good foil for the Master Chief, which leads me to wonder, where is Atriox? It seemed Season 1 was setting up for Master Chief and Atriox to have an ongoing beef, yet he hasn't appeared in any of the trailers for Season 2. I find it funny that Makee, a character who seemingly died at the end of Season 1, has been confirmed to return in the 13th Silver Debrief Season 2 reveal released on the Halo Waypoint website on the 2nd of December 2023, and in the SFX magazine article by Master Chief actor Pablo Schreiber himself. Yet Atriox, who didn't die and was most likely to return in Season 2, hasn't been confirmed or even hinted at to return to take on Master Chief and the rest of Silver Team again. Thinking about it, I don't think we've actually seen any brutes in any of the trailers nor grunts, it's just been elites and jackals. I hope we at least get to see some proper hunter action, since the show Blue Balls does on that in the first season. Point number 5,
I know this enemy. It's here. I saw it.
could also be referring to the Arbiter, as it was revealed in the SFX magazine article that in the first episode, Master Chief's life will be spared for some reason by the Arbiter, and Chief, talking to Kai here, takes place at a later time. Point number 6, so not only does Akerson go and visit Halsey wherever she is, either she came out of hiding or was somehow tracked down, but Soren also comes face to face with her, presumably for the first time after escaping to the rubble as we saw in Season 1. And oh boy, Halsey and Soren don't look too happy to see each other. Point number 7, we get a shot of Spartan 3s standing in a troop bay, which connects back to a scene from the first look trailer where Kai walks down the troop bay between the rows of Spartan 3s. We then see 2 Spartans flying through space towards a Covenant Corvette. We've seen this shot before in the official trailer, which actually went on for longer, showing us 3 Spartans flying through space. Back then, I theorized that this might be 3 members of Silver Team, either John, Kai and Riz after the death of Vanek, or John, Riz and Vanek, with Kai off helping Akerson with his Spartan 3s. Now though, I'm wondering if this follows on from the troop bay shot and that one of these Spartans is Kai, the others are Spartan 3s, and if the shot went on for longer, we'd see even more Spartans flying towards the Corvette. What has me thinking this is the trailer then shows us Spartan 3s fighting in what appears to be a Covenant-built location based on the energy shield we see behind them. Could this be inside of the Corvette? Also, in an interview between Collider's Steve Weintraub and other reporters and John and Kai's actors Pablo Schreiber and Kate Kennedy, Kate talks about the set of the Covenant Corvette. There's a Covenant Corvette and it is quite amazing. It's huge, and what the set guys did for it and the art department is really impressive. They turned it around so quickly and it's like awe-inspiring. It's huge. Kate is the only one out of her and Pablo to talk about the Corvette set, suggesting he wasn't involved in any filming taking place on it and so isn't one of the Spartans shown flying through space towards it, making it quite likely it is just Kai and a bunch of Spartan 3s. Point number 8, also speaking of the Arbiter, yeah, we're going back in time for a moment. Collider's Steve Weintraub, as well as speaking to Pablo and Kate, also spoke to series director Otto Bathurst, who revealed there won't be one, but 2 recognisable Covenant characters introduced in Season 2. This time, we've got 2 main characters from the Covenant, which are really going to actually get to meet and get to understand and spend time with and understand what their motives are and what they want. And so I think that's going to be really fun because the enemy will be much more characterised and much more accessible, whereas in the first season, it was a little hard to understand what they wanted or what their agenda was. I think that all slightly affected the season and your ability to really connect with it as to what the stakes were. But now, hopefully in this season, you're going to feel a lot more of a connection to the Covenant, and a couple of the characters we're bringing out are fan favourites, so that's going to go well. One of these 2 Covenant characters is most likely the Arbiter, though we'll have to wait and see if this Arbiter is anything like the Arbiter we all know and love from the Blue Timeline, Thel 'Vadam. So who could this other character be? Ratas Halfjaw Vadum? Sessa Rafumi? Tartarus? Who else? Kethagus? How about if the show introduces the Engineers, the Huragok, and we get to see Quick to Adjust? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Find out next time on Halo Ball Z! Point number 9, I am quite curious as to what the relationship is between John and new character Talia Perez, played by Christina Rodlow. We've seen them sat together outside in the official trailer, and her running and gunning alongside both John and Riz in the other trailers, so what is her connection to John that has led to them sitting together in what appears to be a church? Could my theory be correct that the green fog scenes that we've seen both Chief and Talia in happen in the first episode, an episode revealed in the SFX magazine article to take place on a planet that Silver Team has been tasked with protecting from Covenant glassing. Chief then saves Talia twice, runs from the elite who might be this show's arbiter, and then again by shielding her from what appears to be a Covenant glassing beam. This has then created some form of bond between John and Talia, and they've since remained in contact with each other. Point number 10, here we see Chief, Riz, Talia, and what appears to be the guy Riz was sitting next to on the sofa, and the guy also in the room, and who might also be the guy looking at Riz's messed up arm in a different shot from the official trailer. Still not sure who these guys could be. Just friends? Is the guy looking at her arm a doctor or medic? Is the guy on the sofa with her a relative she's found, or a boyfriend? Could they may even be fellow Spartan 2s? In any case, the shot of Chief, Riz, Talia, and the 2 mystery guys in this trailer seems to actually take place after the shot from the official trailer. Note what the sofa guy is wearing, a darker shirt but the sleeves are yellow. He appears to be wearing the same thing in this shot of the 4 of them. They also appear to be walking down a corridor in a residential building, maybe the same building the sofa scene is from, and behind the 4 you can also see another person who you can't make out properly because they're in shadow. Could this be another resident of this building? Could Chief and Talia, who were together when the Covenant surprise attacked Reach, have headed off to find Riz, who was with the 2 guys, and are now all trying to make their way out of the building, saving and bringing along anyone else they find? Point number 11, god damn, Kwan Ha is not fucking around anymore. Look at her go. Point number 12, many are theorizing that these 3, oh no wait, there's a 4th person hiding back there. 4 people might be Spartan 3s and could be this show's version of Noble Team. However, according to IMDb, they are from left to right Kareem 002, Yaz 112, and Val 015. It doesn't give us a name for the 4th person who we can actually see properly in this image from the Instagram account of Karen Connell, who is the actress for Yaz 112. The numbering suggests that these are in fact not Spartan 3s but Spartan 2s. In the Blue Timeline, rather than just having a 3-digit number, Spartan 3s would also have a letter before their 3-digit number corresponding to their company, A for Alpha, B for Beta, and G for Gamma. We'll have to wait and see though if the show has followed this lettering and numbering as well, or has left out the letters and just numbered the Spartan 3s the same way they've numbered the Spartan 2s. If these 4 are in fact Spartan 2s, in the Blue Timeline there are no Spartan 2s whose name or number corresponds with the 3 here that we know of. Just like Riz, Kai, and Vanek, they are entirely new Spartans created for this show. Point number 13, let's look a little more at the cast list on IMDb for the first episode of the 2nd season. The names that really stick out to me are Christina Bennington playing Cortana, Victor Akerblom playing the Arbiter, and Olwen Fuera as the Mother. We also have a bunch of characters with just one name: Felix, Minnie, Baz, Vera, Karina, Castor, Virgil, and Antares. These names scream Spartan to me, but whether they are Spartan 2s or Spartan 3s, we'll have to wait and see. One of them is most likely the name of the fourth person we see with Kareem, Yaz and Val though. Point number 14, hey, we finally get to see some Parangoski, even if it is just a blink and you miss it shot of her. Point number 15, we see Riz falling off of a cliff just like we saw her do in the We Need Master Chief trailer, but the shot is completely different. Did she seriously fall off of 2 cliffs, like back to back or something? Point number 16, we get a shot of an elite and I really can't tell if it's meant to be the same elite we got the clear shot of in the We Need Master Chief trailer. Like, to me the teeth look different and the armor on the chest doesn't look entirely the same. I don't know, let me know what you guys think. Point number 17, I would also like anyone who still has issues with the TV show showing Chief be armorless and by extension helmetless a bunch, and also has a problem with how different the silver timeline is to the blue timeline, to read the Collider articles I mentioned before. Listen to what they have to say in those articles and I think most of your worries around season 2 and the show as a whole might be lessened somewhat. Point number 18, another thing I missed when breaking down the We Need Master Chief trailer is when we see Chief putting on his cracked helmet at the end of the trailer, there appears to be the grapple shot from Halo Infinite on his wrist. Will we see Chief flying around all over the place, or will he just use it to grab weapons and such? Thank you all so much for tuning in to the Triple S Variety channel. Why not leave a comment below pointing out anything I missed but you noticed? I would love to hear from you all. I've been Triple S, you've all been amazing, and I shall see you all in the next video.